We know your morning isn't complete without having your favorite brew. If the mere anticipation of your favorite coffee tempts you awake each morning, you're in good company. Coffee ranks as one of the globe's most widely savored beverages, trailing only behind water in consumption. Within the United States, aficionados of coffee span diverse age groups, genders, and ethnic backgrounds. Before delving in, it's crucial to underscore the significance of every penny you invest, even in something as seemingly small as a cup of coffee. Who's to say that your daily coffee indulgence might not hold the potential to unlock investment opportunities for you? Would you like a head start on achieving financial stability sooner than your peers? We understand your ambition to succeed early, and to support that, we offer exclusive insights into financial management. Stay up to date with the latest financial information and gain access to valuable resources by subscribing to our channel. Furthermore, we have an all-encompassing personal finance course priced at just $97, designed to help you discreetly accumulate wealth. As a bonus, when you click the link in the description below, you'll also receive a complimentary copy of our personal finance ebook. Stay with us if you want to learn more facts about your most loved daily brew that could actually be spent on more financially sustainable investments. Morning coffee is a ritual embraced by 72% of individuals aged 60 and above, 64% among those between 40 and 59, and even 47% of the youthful 18 to 24 demographics, as reported by Perfect Brew. This cherished habit transcends geographical boundaries and resonates among diverse racial communities, illustrating the widespread appeal of the perfect brew. Major coffee chains like Starbucks have made extravagant sweetened coffee beverages like the pumpkin spice latte or frappuccino mainstream. However, a significant majority of Americans, 44%, according to the findings of the Perfect Brew study, opt for a more classic coffee experience without elaborate add-ons. Nearly 24% indulge in espresso-based concoctions, which usually include syrups, added sugars, and whipped cream. While coffee enthusiasts span all genders, statistics show that women tend to outspend men when it comes to their Java indulgence in the United States. According to findings from The Perfect Brew, women allocate approximately $2,327 annually for their coffee fix, whereas men's expenditures are notably lower, averaging at $1,934 per year. Interestingly, despite this spending discrepancy, it's men who emerge as the greater coffee consumers. They sip on an average of 2.22 cups for every 1.79 cups enjoyed by women. On the whole, individuals of all genders consume an average of around 2 cups of coffee daily within the comfort of their homes. However, an intriguing 9% of those surveyed confess to relishing 6 cups or more each day. Let's revisit the previous instance of how much women and men expend annually at these coffee chains. If that money were conserved rather than used, after a decade, the typical woman would have a savings of $23,270. Whereas the typical man would possess $19,340. This calculation does not factor in any accrued interest. According to Acorns, the typical expenditure by an average American on coffee is approximately $1,100 annually, equating to around $92 per month. Now, let's explore the outcome if you were to gradually invest $92 a month money over a period of time, instead of consuming it all at once as your morning energy boost. Let's say you're at the ripe age of 25. If you start investing $92 a month, you'll have $286,000 by the time you aged 65, assuming an 8% average annual return. The delay of initiating investments leads to a decrease in the final amount achieved. Conversely, if you invest $1,100 annually over 40 years, you could potentially accumulate $286,000 more in a typical market scenario. This significant sum offers ample financial potential, serving various objectives such as retirement or other aspirations. By this juncture, you might be pondering, apologies, but relinquishing my morning coffee is not an option. There exists a multitude of reasons why people are not allocating as much capital towards investing as they ought to. For a significant number of employees, the constraint lies in the unavailability of funds after covering essential living expenses. For others, the hindrance stems from a lack of knowledge and the influence of fear. However, even in situations where these factors are not applicable, people tend to underperform in the realm of investing. In fact, a noteworthy statistic reveals that 34% of individuals expend more financial resources annually on coffee compared to their allocation towards stocks, bonds, or other profit-generating avenues. Undoubtedly, if there is a singular aspect that garners consensus among nearly all financial experts, it is the assertion that investment serves as the cornerstone for augmenting wealth. This stands as an undeniable truth. Consequently, if your morning cup of coffee is outweighing your commitment to long-term savings endeavors, it is imperative to earnestly reassess your priorities and embark on a journey towards a substantial transformation. Imagine setting aside just $1,500 each year and putting it to work through investing. How might this capital grow over a decade? Opting for an interest-earning savings account. By allocating $1,500 annually into an interest-earning savings account boasting a 0.50% interest rate, your savings could experience an incremental growth of approximately $7.50 per year. Over the span of 10 years, this would accumulate to roughly $75 on top of your initial savings, resulting in a total of around $15,575 saved. Exploring a retirement account. While returns on retirement accounts can fluctuate, considering the average 401k yield of approximately 15.1% for U.S. workers in 2020, as reported by Business Insider, your yearly investment of $1,500 could yield an additional $226. Over the course of a decade, should you consistently reinvest both the principal and the earnings, the magic of compound interest might lead to an impressive sum of over $35,000. Contemplating a certificate of deposit, CD. By selecting a certificate of deposit offering a potential yield of up to 0.80% and investing an equivalent of 2 years' worth of your saved coffee funds, equivalent to $3,000, your accumulated earnings could approach nearly $250 within a 10-year period. While not an astronomical figure, it surpasses what you'd have if you chose not to invest at all. Furthermore, this approach locks away your funds, curbing the temptation to spend them. Why should you consider investing? It's quite straightforward. Without investing your money, you won't experience any growth. Imagine someone hands you $100 in cash and you tuck it away in a corner of your sock drawer for 30 years. In 3 decades, that $100 will remain unchanged. However, if you utilize that money to purchase stocks and achieve an average annual return of 8%, slightly below the market's average, after 30 years, your sum will have grown to just over $3,000. You might not view $3,000 as a life-altering sum, but it's actually 10 times more than your initial amount. The significance of this lies in the fact that consistent investments over time can lead to substantial wealth by the time you're ready to retire. This becomes crucial because your personal savings will be essential for covering expenses once you conclude your career. Contrary to misconceptions, Social Security is inadequate to support the average retiree, even based on current evaluations. Considering potential future benefit cuts, relying solely on Social Security is a risky strategy. What's a wiser approach? Initiate your investment journey now to secure financial flexibility down the road. Even if you're younger and not heavily focused on retirement at this moment, investing remains advantageous, primarily because you're likely to end up with more money than your initial investment. Who wouldn't appreciate having extra cash? Do not interpret any of this as an attack on your daily caffeine habit. Instead, it's intended to raise your awareness about the potential missed benefits if you don't start investing early. Consider finding a way to set aside a small sum of money each month into a retirement or brokerage account, and educate yourself on the basics of investing to establish a solid foundation. You'll appreciate your decision when you find yourself with a substantial amount of money in the future. While no one is suggesting you give up your favorite drink, it could be enlightening to realize the potential savings by reducing consumption, making coffee at home, or opting for the most economical coffee choice available. If you consider more about investing, we got you covered. we happen to have a video that will teach you 7 investment strategies for the long term. Link is in the description below. See you there, Stealthies!